Hey, it's Beatdowns Fights back with another video for today. Yesterday I did a 2-in-1 video, but I'm gonna be limiting myself to 2 videos per day now because for a very long time now I was doing 3 videos. And I was thinking to myself, maybe 3 is a bit too much. So I'm gonna be doing 2 videos per day for a while. Maybe at times I'm gonna do 3 or something like that, but I'm gonna limit myself to 2 videos per day. So, so you guys know. So what I do on this channel, and if you guys don't know what I do, is basically I do just fights I think of and are worth mentioning here. So basically, for example, it would take Dan from the Apocalypse and put Dan up against like Diego from the Ice Age movies, or the Dominus Rex versus the Giganosaurus. So let's get right to it. So the first fight I got Ghost from the Thunderbolts movie, but give me Elastigirl. After that one got Century, give me Shadow. After that one I got Eve McCarroll, give me Ethan Hunt from his new movie. After that one got Dan from the Zoopocalypse, but give me one main guard. After that one I got the Superman Kaiju, but give me Epstein Fairy. And the last fight is Deadpool, give me Black Noir. So who wins these fights? Well, we're gonna find out here. So the thing with Ghost from the Thunderbolts movie, she's obviously a very skilled fighter, like very skilled, but she can actually do phasing. It's kind of like what Vision can do in the Marvel Universe. So I had to edit my favorite superhero movies because I did say the first Iron Man was my favorite, but after I was talking to my best friend yesterday, he mentioned Thunderbolts. I totally forgot how much I liked that movie. So I think it goes like this for now on: Black Adam, Captain America: Brave New World, uh, Fantastic Four: First Steps, Venom: The Last Dance, and Thunderbolts. That's definitely in my top 5 for now on. So, but Ghost is obviously very skilled, but she can actually phase through anything she needs to, like walls and all that. But she's obviously very tough. But because the thing with Elastigirl here, she's obviously a very skilled fighter. Like, she can really floor a good punch, knock out guards with her punches. Like, Elastigirl herself is very powerful. Member of the Incredibles. It is a very close fight. Very close. But I think Ghost would beat Elastigirl here. So the next fight is Century from the Thunderbolts movie, because that's the only basically version I know, because I don't really read comics. So Century versus Shadow. So I think Shadow from Sonic 3 is honestly crazy powerful. Well, if he turns into Super Shadow form, yeah, that would be equally matched with uh Century. But I'm just using his base version in this fight. And I'm a big fan of Shadow in this movie. He's actually my favorite character in Sonic 3. Like, Shadow is obviously very fast because he's a speedster, but he was actually overpowering Team Sonic. Like Sonic himself, Tails, and throwing around Knuckles. That's insane. Because the thing with Sentry here from the Thunderbolts movie, he was just spamming his telekinesis pretty easy. But he was actually overheating the Winter Soldier's arm. Just take that out of the socket. But the thing is here, I think the main kicker is Sentry has something called the Void. So basically, that's his like evil version of himself. So if Sentry turns into the Void, you gotta watch out. Like, he was able to crush a helicopter, send people to the Shadow Realm. Like, I think this is a close fight between the two here, but I still think Sentry is obviously more durable between the two. But I think he can use his techniques to throw around Shadow too. Close fight. It pains me to say I love Shadow, but I think Sentry would win that fight. So someone just texted me. So after that fight, it's Eve Macaro against Ethan Hunt. So I think between the two here, from they're both new movies, Eve is easily my favorite movie character of all time now. Like, it used to be Hobbs, but Eve bumped him out as number one. But Eve is straight up skilled. Like, obviously very skilled when it comes to fight. She's obviously very durable and very ruthless in the fight. Like, Ethan Hunt from The Final Reckoning, he's obviously very skilled, but he's obviously very durable too. But I think when it comes to skill, I think it actually equals out in the fight because you're both very skilled fighters. But because I think what really gives Eve the edge here is just her ruthlessness here. Like, she straight up kills people in the movie Ballerina and doesn't even care. So yeah, I think Eve would beat Ethan in a fight. So the next fight is Stan from the Apocalypse against one Magna Guard. So Magna Guards are really one of my favorite droids in Star Wars. I don't think they're cold droids, but they're bodyguards of General Grievous. And they're obviously really cool. Like, these Magna Guards are obviously elite fighters. Like, they're obviously very strong and tough, but still, they're obviously very good when it comes to a fight. They're insanely durable. Like, even without their heads, they can still fight. But because the thing with Dan from the Apocalypse, he's just a whole lot faster between the two here. He's obviously way more durable, but if he can actually send the coming monsters flying with punches, yeah, I can see the exact same thing playing out here. And plus, Stan has his teeth and claws. That's going to give him more advantage. So yeah, I think Dan would win that fight. So the next fight is Superman Kaiju against Obsidian Fairy. So Obsidian Fairy obviously has a lot of stuff going for it here. Like, basically Obsidian Fairy is a monster. It's not really piloted at all. So it's never going to hold its back in a fight. But it's still insanely powerful. Like, powerful weapons, like those plasma chainsaws, and a legit reactor beam. Because the thing with the Superman Kaiju is that Kaiju was insanely strong though. It was insanely tough, but it can breathe fire. So that's kind of a problem here, because if it can breathe fire, I can see the Superman Kaiju melting down Obsidian in a fight because of that fire. But I think between the two here, because all Obsidian does is just fight against other Jaegers, but I thought it would be fun to put the Superman Kaiju up against Obsidian. But I still think the Superman Kaiju would basically use that strength that's thrown around and that fire breath. So yeah, for sure, Superman Kaiju would win that fight. So the last fight in this video, it's Deadpool against Black Noir. So I thought this would be a fun fight if this fight ever played out. So Deadpool is like my favorite character in all of Marvel. So Deadpool is obviously way more skilled than Black Noir here. Like, the thing is here, when it comes to strength of Deadpool, he never really relies on his durability. He just relies on a healing factor. So Deadpool has an insane regeneration. But that's what the script to Black Noir. Black Noir is obviously insanely strong. He's obviously stronger than Deadpool. And he has fought yeah, I can't even talk. Fought against other supes in the Boys universe. But because the thing is, I think because Deadpool's regeneration, like, basically, Black Noir can take little explosions at point blank range, but Deadpool is just more skilled. He has just better weapons. Like, Noir is like the Batman of the Seven. But because Deadpool and Black Noir fight in different ways, but I still think Deadpool would beat Black Noir in a fight. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, so bye for now.